What's up, man? We out here, you know. Let's go.
We here. Let's get it.
We can only do two things, get better or worse, and the day we get better, I promise you.
I first got introduced to football. You know, I always loved watching it when I was a kid. But I didn't start playing until I was in 8th grade. That's kind of when I first got a little taste of football. You know, I liked it, I enjoyed it. And I was playing baseball and football, and they said if you want to get serious about one, if you want to go to the next level, they said pick one. So I decided to keep the pads on, keep the helmet on, and it ended up working out well for me.
And Bryant complete across the middle. Big hit at the end of the play.
Number 7, Will Jones II.
Man, my passion for football has been since I was about 6 or 7 years old. Growing up, I always play offense, so, you know, I like to have the ball, score touchdowns and things like that. But as I got older and playing more and more, I just started to learn that defense was probably something that I was going to be able to excel at. So, yeah, I've been at it since I was young.
I would always be outside playing with my neighbors, friends around the neighborhood, and I just never knew what the next step was with football, but my pops decided that would be the best option just to get me started at an early age.
I got into football when I was like 7 years old. I first started playing with Sanford Seminoles. We had one of the best Part 1 teams it is, like, for real.
And the Bulls will go in a pistol formation here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver in motion. Here comes the jet sweep, and here comes Jimmy Horn, and here comes the open field. He's out past the 40.
My interest of football started when I was about, honestly, when I was probably like 2. But the main reason is because, well, my dad played high school football, so then growing up, I would always go to his football games, and also had older cousins and things like that, family members that played football. So Friday night, Saturday, like the whole weekend was pretty much football. So that just really made me also want to be a football player.
I really like how this defense for South Florida is flying to the football.
I started playing football when I was 10 years old. I was in the 5th grade. I just was always watching it. I always wanted to play it. So I remember I had got on the computer, and I'm looking up like no weight league football teams, and my mom was like, you know, if you can find one, you know, we'll sign you up. So I ended up finding one, and then so started playing, and then the rest is history.
When I was about 5 years old, you know, my pop's always been a football guy and stuff like that. He's been playing throughout college and stuff like that. So I really grew up. About 5 years old, I started playing flag football, and then about 7 years old, I went into tackle football, and then the rest been history.
Flip out and a throw! Caught! 2-point conversion. Weaver on the receiving end.
This segment was brought to you by Buhoff Law Group.